Hello, I'm Mr. Wilson, and today I'm going to show you how to set up a real web development environment that requires nothing more than a Chromebook. To get started, we're going to go to 000WebHost.com. Our website is going to be hosted by a real hosting service, which means they're going to be on the internet. So the first thing we need to do is create an account on this website. This web hosting service is free, so you don't have to worry about payment or anything. Just go ahead and click the free sign up button. Follow the instructions to set up your account. When you get toward the end, it's going to ask you a few questions. One of the screens you're going to see is going to look something like this. For this class, it's required that you write all the code yourself, so you're not allowed to use any tools that will help you build the site. So on this screen, you're going to select Other. This will ensure that the website you create is all original code and doesn't use any templates or anything. Another screen you're going to see is going to ask you what type of website you want to set up. On this screen, you're going to want to upload your own site. Now at this point, we won't have any actual code to upload. We're actually going to write all of the code using the scripting tools built into the development environment. Now when I first set up my account, it dropped me off immediately into the file manager. It may have a second tab open for the main home screen. If it doesn't, you can simply close the file manager, log out, and then log back into your 000WebHost.com account. This is the main screen for the web hosting service. There's a link right here for your file manager. If we click on that, we can see that this is where we're going to be putting all of the files and all of the code for our website. You'll see there's two folders, public HTML and TMP. Do not delete either one of these folders or rename them. All of our code needs to go into the public HTML folder. This is the folder that is open to other users on the internet. I'm going to double click into the public HTML folder. In this folder, you'll see there's already a file called htaccess. This is a configuration file that tells the Apache server how to operate. You should not delete or modify any of the information in the htaccess file. We're going to create our first page in here. Simply go to the upper right-hand corner and select New File. Give it a name. Now remember, the home page of your website must be called index.html. You can name all other subpages whatever you want. Just remember that the file name cannot have any spaces and shouldn't contain any weird characters either. Now that we've created an index.html file, we're going to double click it to open it. Here you can see that it's blank, so we're going to start writing our code. Our code must start with an HTML block. Up at the top, we'll also include a head. You can put anything you want in the head. Usually we put our CSS styling up there if we're going to use the embedded CSS styles. I'm going to create some CSS instructions for a div. This instruction is going to tell all divs to have the following properties: a width of 100 pixels, a height of 100 pixels, and a background color of red. Now you'll notice that this development environment is very basic and it doesn't have any code hinting. You'll probably want to refer to the lecture notes to refresh your memory on what CSS instructions you can use. You can also use Google, which is the programmer's best friend. W3 Schools has a wide variety of resources for CSS instructions. Now that we've created the styling for our page, I'm going to create a block for the body itself. This is the body of our actual web page. I'm going to create a div inside of our body. And I'm just going to write the traditional hello world inside of the div. Now when I click the Save button, my document has saved and it's time to view my web page. So let me show you where you can go to get that. I have a second tab open with the WebHost's homepage. So I'm going to go over here to Website Settings, General, and right here is the address of my website. I'm going to go ahead and click on that. It will open a new tab and show me my web page. What I recommend doing is keeping this tab open. You can toggle easily back to the tab that has your file manager. You can make changes in here. For example, if I change this to yellow, save it, and now when I go back to the tab with my web page, all I have to do is hit refresh to see the updated changes in my code.